Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that's not afraid to stand up to the little guy. Assuming the fellow the little guy is facing is also littler than me, in which case I'm your man. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be taking a look at X-Files Conspiracy Theory. Everything is connected, from IDW Games. In the X-Files Conspiracy Theory, everything is connected, from IDW Games. 3 to 8 players take on the role of Fox Mulder, but not all at once. Essentially, what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is everybody is going to be dealt one of only 2 decks of cards. That's right, this game only consists of 2 decks of cards. You have a conspiracy card and you have evidence cards. So everybody gets 3 evidence cards. Now, these evidence cards say all sorts of things, like the I Want to Believe poster, or an FBI agent, or a downed airplane, or crop circles, or all sorts of weird, mysterious things, or just pretty normal things. You're going to get 3 of these cards, and then you're going to go around and everybody will take turn being Fox Mulder, who has to explain the conspiracy to everybody else. Essentially, when it's your turn to be Fox Mulder, you are given a conspiracy card. You read the conspiracy, and these are, of course, all sorts of wild things, like a Japanese World War II code is deciphered using a human genome, stuff like this, or there's raining frogs in a small Texas town, all sorts of things. You get all these really weird conspiracies, and you read the conspiracy. Then as soon as you read it, every other player face up hands you one of their evidence cards. So when you're Fox Mulder, you look at all these different evidence cards, and you take about 30 seconds or so, and you look at all of the different pieces of evidence. And then it's your job to essentially tell a story. You have to tell a story using your conspiracy card, and then tying all the pieces of evidence to your conspiracy. Now, everybody then is going to take a vote. They're going to vote whether or not they believe you. They're going to vote whether or not they believe the story, whether they think it's credible, whether they think that the conspiracy is real. Players are going to vote using a thumbs up, thumbs down method. They're going to do it at the same time. Now, if they vote thumbs up, then Mulder has told the correct story. He's believed the conspiracy is real. He keeps his conspiracy card as kind of a point card. Then what's going to happen is everybody that voted in the majority, whether they voted up or down, is going to get their evidence card back, which they set aside, which will then be a point card for them. And that is essentially the game. Players are going to go around and around. You get to be Fox Mulder twice. As soon as the last person has played Mulder twice, the game ends. You count up all of your point cards, your conspiracy and evidence cards that you're using in your point pile, and whoever has the most wins. But of course, if there's a tie, then whoever has the most conspiracy cards wins. The X-Files Conspiracy Theory. Everything is connected. So this is a game, very light game, a party game. This is a game kind of like Cards Against Humanity, something in that vein. And I gotta tell you, these are generally not my favorite games, just because to me, they always feel like there's not a lot of game there. It's more gimmick than game. And, dare I say, to me, these always feel more like activities than games. Having said that, I still do have fun with them, and I still do enjoy them. You're playing these and you can't help but laugh, and you're laughing with your friends at how stupid these conspiracies are. And what's fun is trying to build like the meta conspiracy, right? You all have all these little conspiracies, but you're bringing up the same things. Like we did, like I mentioned, we had that one about the raining frogs in Texas, and I of course spun this elaborate tale about how this guy was found with like 70% reptilian DNA. And we kept going around, kept going back to these people with 70% reptilian DNA. It's like something out of David Icke, But it was pretty funny because we went ahead and we built this kind of larger conspiracy out of these little conspiracy theories we were making. It was a fun game. It was a fun time. Like I say, generally these are not the kinds of games that are my cup of tea. But I enjoy them when I play them. I do. In fact, Chris, who you're seeing in the video here, he's going to host his Game-a-thon. That's a weekend over the summer where everybody gets together for a couple of days and we just play games. Did it in January. It was a lot of fun. He wants me to bring this one because he said, he really liked this and he thinks it'd be great with that group. So I will, and I will have fun with it. I like this game. What I'm trying to say is, generally, this isn't my cup of tea, but I still had fun with it. I still enjoyed it. So if you like these kinds of games, you like these party games where you're just spinning crap and you're voting for them or not, you're going to want to pick this one up. It's pretty fun. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. We are The Discriminating Gamer, and I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite episode of The X-Files, hands down, was the vampire one with Luke Wilson. I thought that one was hilarious. It was great fun. But my second favorite one was probably the one with, like, the inbred Civil War family. It was so disturbing that Fox actually wouldn't air it originally, if I remember correctly, but it turned up subsequently in syndication. Disturbing. X-Files fun.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
This was some sort of conflict from two different entities. They could not assume either of them were terrestrial because nothing showed up on any of the any radar or even the satellite imaging. And so at this point, they're just seeing it as an abduction, and they're basically calling it aliens abducting aliens.
Interesting.